papers back on page 13, how they move the people for someone else's dream. And they use a compass, but they never mind, 'cause the thing don't work under the northern skies. Don't move the mind through the snow and ice. Don't move the mind under the northern skies. Now they start out walking to the mystery place, and they soon got lost, and then they shortened days. No caribou here, just the white man's guide. They began to perish under the northern sky. Don't move the mind through the snow and ice. Don't move the mind under the northern skies. One field north, near the wall of ice, too far to go, and none the wise escapes this dream in the cold dark night. Didn't go nowhere under the northern skies. Don't move the mind through the snow and ice. Don't move the mind under the northern skies. Northern skies. Long time ago, kid on the street makes his living from the shoes on the feet. Well, I read the papers back on page 13, how they move the people for someone else's dream. And they use a compass wanna go? Kid on the street makes his living from the shoes on the feet. Every morning he's at the bus stop, the shoeshine boy and the shoeshine box. Whatever happened to the shoeshine boy? Whatever happened to the shoeshine boy? Whatever happened to the shoeshine boy? At the welfare line, at the unemployed. Kid on the street, nowhere to go. This shoeshine. Well, I read the papers back on page 13, how they move the people for someone else's dream, and they use a compass, but they never mind, 'cause the thing don't work under the northern skies. Don't move the man through the snow and ice. Don't move the man under the northern skies. Now they start out walking to the mystery place, and they soon got lost, and then they shortened days. No cavalry here, just the white man's guide. They began to perish under the northern sky. Don't move the man through the snow and ice. Don't move the man under the northern skies. One field north, near the wall of ice, too far to go, and none the wise. Escapes this dream in the cold dark night. Didn't go nowhere under the northern skies. Don't move the man through the snow and ice. Don't move the man under the northern skies. Northern skies.
All right, folks, getting ready for the start of this game. This is game number 1 for both teams today. This is the Colorado Springs Tigers against the Glenwood Springs Grizzlies out of Glenwood, Colorado. This is the Caja State Tournament, and warm-ups have been completed. Pucks are now being picked up by both teams, and we should be ready to go here shortly. Not much else to say. We're getting ready to watch some hockey on this lovely Friday morning out of Westminster, Colorado. We're playing at the Ice Center at the Promenade, otherwise known as ICAP. It's a pretty decent three-sheet facility. It was up until just a little bit ago, it was kind of dark in here because we were the first ones to really get going today. But pucks are picked up, warm-ups are done, teams are getting ready to take the ice, and we are ready to play some hockey. 14 minutes on the clock. All right, looks like we got Siebold taking the draw, going against number 11, I believe that is, for the Grizzlies. We are running a two-official system in this game, so there's two refs, no linesmen. Refs can call the penalties. And Tigers picked that one up, bounced it off the far side boards. Tried to chip up is Schultz. He loses a handle on it. Chipped in deep by number 11 for the Grizzlies. Spinder, that was Spinder. Spinder back to pick it up. He's not able to get a handle on it. Chipped up the boards by Truello, and that looked like it popped out, but the referees said no. Over to the far side, thrown towards the net, blocks by Schultz. Chamberlain back to pick it up. He backhands it over to the near side boards. Truello picks it up and not able to keep a handle on it. Number 14 in with it. Shot way wide of the net. Rolls around over to the far side. Picked off by 13. Truello with it now. Tries to get it in. Ends up losing a handle on it over to the near side boards. Chipped up by 14. Picked off by Schultz. Schultz with a little dancing move. Gets it back over to Lobato. Lobato chips it up to Noon. Noon not able to keep a handle on it as he gets bumped. Over to the far side. 16 chips it in and redirected back to the back boards by Lobato. Lenhart there loses a handle on it. Back up to the point. 3 shot in wide. Another shot towards the net. Goes behind the net. Picked off by Noon on the near side boards and chipped up. Race for it is McKenzie against number 16. 16 wins that one, takes it around behind the net. Chipped up the far side boards. Out Lobato picks that up in the neutral zone, gets it over to Lenhart. Over on the near side, Lenhart decides to skate that one up. In, shot towards the net just as he gets bumped. And another backhand pass by number 2 goes all the way down. Lobato chasing it down. No icing there. Lobato rims it over to the far side. Lenhart not able to get it out. Lobato now with it. He gets bumped off the puck. Batted at, out to 11. Shot up over the net. And Sullivan there not able to get a stick on it. Tigers trying to figure out whose puck it's going to be. Kept in by 16. He bats it over to 19. 19 with a shot. Another shot by 16 as 19 shot did not get through. Picked off by Dryman. She had her pocket pick there. Lenhart backhands it right off of one of the Grizzly players. Tigers not doing a real good job of controlling the puck to try and get it out. Number 2 with it. Passes it up. Ricochets off of number 11's stick out to Van Opdorp. Shot towards by Sullivan, and that's redirected up into the backdrop netting, and we get a stoppage of play and a face-off just to the right of the goaltender, number 1 for the Grizzlies. Both players step up, take the face off, goes off the goaltender right there. And who was that? That was Siebold with a shot, not able to control that one and throw it, get it in on net. Another shot towards. Tigers get a couple of shots there. Gibson with it. He dances over to the far side board. Shot towards the net, goes off of the goaltender. Back up to the point. Van Opdorp with it. Shot. That's redirected up front. Goes wide of the net. Schultz picks it up, rims it around over to the near side. Siebold picks it off at the half wall. Tries to come off the half wall with it. Leaves it for Trillo. Trillo shot way up over the net. Picked up on the far side half wall by Siebold. Gibson gets it down low. Siebold, another shot as his pocket was picked, so he didn't get much on that one. Siebold again controlling it. He gets bumped down. Trillo with it. Shot, and that goes up over the goaltender. Rimmed around over to the far side. Gibson with it now. Gibson throws it towards the net. Bounces off of one of the Grizzly players and goes over to the near side. Van Opdorp picks that clearing attempt off. Gibson over to the far side. Leaves it for Schultz. Schultz with it. Back to Gibson again. Gibson looking to get it up the boards and gets it out of the zone. Grizzlies still have a player in the zone. Number 13 with it, bounces it off the boards up to 11. 11 picked off by Gibson. Shot towards the net, saved by the goaltender. Spinder chips it up and out. Number 2 for the Grizzlies picks it up. Spinder chips it off the boards, tries to get it to Noon. They do not connect. Spinder with it. Back to Noon. Noon gets it up to Parker. Parker gets bumped. Noon trying to pick it up, and he does not get a handle on it. Off the wall by Spinder. Back to number 2. 2 chips it in. No icing there as Chamberlain touches that one. Spinder tries to chip it off the boards, not able to do so. Second attempt, same result. Sorry, that wasn't Spinder, that was Schultz. Shot towards the net. Chamberlain picks that one up. Walks to the center, carries it up. 1-on-2. Tries to get past number 2, not able to do so. Number 2 is right there to put some pressure on. Chipped up and out. Dryman with it now. She chips it up and not able to do much with it. Thien with it now. He gets bumped down. Not able to keep a handle on it. Grizzlies come away with that. Over to the near side, up to 14. 14 carries it over the blue line. Dances around. Dryman picks his pocket. Chipped up the boards. Not out. Thien has to pick it up on the far side half wall. He gets bumped, so he's not able to get it out. Lenhart picks it up and chips it off the boards right in front of the scorekeeper's table. 24 just rips that one in wide of the net. Labato there. Rims it around over to Thien. Thien carrying it up. He chips it in, chases it down. He's got 24 with him. Marvisi down to help him out. She centers that one to Dryman. Dryman tries to backhand it down, not able to get anything solid on it. Grizzlies do get it out. Number 20 with a head of steam. Steps over the blue line, takes a nice hard shot. That goes up into the backdrop netting, so we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone. Sorry, not in the neutral zone, in the Tiger zone. Just to the right of Kimball. Number 11 steps up to go against Siebold at center. Siebold wins that one. Takes it around behind the net, ends up losing it. Has to go back and battle for that again. Gibson gets it up to Schultz. He gets knocked down. Siebold carries it in. Tries to get around number 23. Not able to do so. Siebold battling for it. 23 comes away with it just to the right of his, or left of his goaltender. Chips it up the boards and out. Number 35, I believe that is, chips it in. 25 chips it in past Gibson. Centering pass. Right in the slot. Shot blocked. Gibson gets it over to Schultz. Schultz throws it up to Trillo. Trillo's not able to handle that. That was a little bit behind him. 23 takes a whack at it, knocks it behind his own net. Trillo picks it up. Gets it up to Schultz. Schultz isn't able to handle that one. Trillo picks it up. tries to get it past 23. Good pressure by the Tigers right there. Siebold shot on, saved by the goaltender, picked up in the far corner by Schultz. Schultz dances around a little bit, back to the point, Gibson with it, shot towards the net. Trillo right there, not able to redirect that one. He picks it up behind the net. Tries to center that one, picked off by 24. 24 carries it up through the neutral zone, throws it into the near side, rims all the way around over to the far side. Gibson right there, chipped it off the boards and out. McKenzie carries it in, thrown towards the net. McKenzie not able to get that rebound all that easily. That one was covered up by the goaltender really quick. So we're going to have a face-off in the Grizzlies zone just to the right of goaltender number 1.
Okay.
Back to the point. Chamberlain throws it towards the net, blocked up front by number 2. Parker picks the pocket. Centering pass to Noon. Noon with a shot. That goes up over the goaltender. It looks like Grizzlies going on a penalty kill. Tigers still controlling the puck, though, and finally the Grizzlies touch it, and we get a stoppage of play and a roughing call by the official on the Grizzlies. Number 2 going to the sin bin. That's going to put the Tigers on a power play. So first power play in the lineup today is going to be Dryman, Marvisi, and Sullivan up front. We got Spinder and Chamberlain on the back end. Grizzlies win that one. Chip it up to the point. Rimmed around by Chamberlain. Batted at by Marvisi and up the near side. Grizzlies come away with that. Number 14. And picked off. Sent back down. Sullivan tries to get it into the zone. Does so. Dryman battling for it. Sullivan over to Marvisi. Marvisi trying to get a shot. That's blocked by number 13. Grizzlies now with it. Dryman backhands it up and doesn't go anywhere, and then chipped in deep by the Grizzlies. Over to the near side board. Spinder with it. Spinder almost had his pocket picked. Number 11 picks it up as Sullivan went to the ice. 11 with it now. Tries to get around Lobato. Not able to do so. Torello out now. Torello tries to get it up to Marvisi. That pass does not connect. Grizzlies come back the other way. Not a real good power play for the Tigers as they are not able to do much with it. Schultz carries it up and loses it. Tries to throw it back. Nobody there. Tigers have to go back and reset. Lenhart picks it up down below the goal line. Takes it around behind the net. Brings it up the near side boards and loses a handle on it, only temporarily. Over to Siebold. Siebolt's not able to handle that one. He muscles the Grizzly player out of the way. Grizzlies now back at full strength after the penalty. Penalty at this level are only a minute and a half for this state tournament. Grizzlies controlling it in the neutral zone. Parker right there to put some pressure on. 14 carries it over the blue line into the Tiger zone, picked off. Schultz had it, stole it for a second, then had it knocked off his stick. Up to Noon. Noon's not able to handle that one. It goes right to the goaltender, and the goaltender covers it up, and one of the Grizzly defensemen just plowed Noon right in front of the net. Number 23 going to the box. That's going to put the Tigers back on a power play. Minute 30 on the penalty clock for Tigers, or for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies win that face-off. Back to the point, chip down deep by Gibson. Up to the far side half wall, back to Gibson at the point. Gibson walks the line, gets it over to Van Opdorp. Van Opdorp throws it towards the net, it goes behind. Noon trying to get a handle on it, does not do so. Back up the far side half wall, down to the corner. McKenzie again with it. Back over to Noon. Noon with the one-timer, does not make it all the way to the net. Number 2 with the head of steam. That was an offsides there. The referee missed that one. That should not have been a shot allowed, as the far player was in the zone, clearly in the zone. We're going to have a face-off just to the left of Kimball. Number 11 steps up to take the face-off. Sorry, that is to the right of Kimball. Got my left and rights mixed up, apparently. Spinder picks it up over to the far side. Thien loses a handle on it. Tigers do manage to get it out, but that looked to be on accident. And that's an offsides, right call there by the officials. As it popped out, Dryman brought it back into the zone. So we'll have a face-off. We'll have a face-off just in front of the Grizzlies bench in the neutral zone. Dryman steps up to take the face-off against number 11. Grizzlies win that one, chipped up, and that is going to be another offsides call as it cleared the zone, but Spinder was able to knock it right back in. Dryman and number 11 step up to take the face-off again. Dryman wins that one. Spinder chips it up the boards, not cleanly. Dryman with it now. And Sullivan is going to the box. That could very well be a hit from behind. That's going to put Sullivan in for 1 minute and 30 on the clock and a 8-minute misconduct penalty. Nope, the referee just called a cross-checking penalty. So just a minute 30 on the clock. 2 minutes left even on the period. Shot on, save by Kimball. Shot by number 2 for the Grizzlies as Kimball saw that all the way in. Had no problems. Nobody in front, nobody blocking his view. Tigers trying to figure out who next needs to go on the ice. Looks like we got Siebold and Schultz. Lovato back to pick it up. He chips it up off the boards. Fired back in by Grizzlies. Grizzlies controlling it back up to the point. Kept in and thrown down deep. Number 4 picks it up down low. Left it for 24. Lenhart down there to put some pressure on. Number 4 steps in. Hits Lenhart. Siebold bounces it off the boards, off the half wall. Back up to the point. Blocked by Lenhart. Ping-pongs around in front a little bit. Siebold not able to get a stick on it. Back over to the far side. Schultz with it. Not able to get it out. Shot on. Lenhart, great stick there by him to keep it from getting to Kimball. Shot on, saved by Kimball. He gloves that one down and covers it up, so we get a stoppage of play and a face-off just to his left. Tigers are on a penalty kill right now as Glenwood Springs Grizzlies are putting on a little bit of pressure. Tigers have to focus on getting the puck out of the zone without icing it. Glenwood wins that one. Shot towards the net. It ends up going wide. Marvisi picks it up. Not able to get a stick on it. Trillo picks it up right at the blue line and backhands it in, but it goes off of one of the Grizzly players. Passes it back to Gibson. Gibson not able to handle that. It grenades off his stick. Van Opdorp has to go pick it up. Quick change of direction. Chipped off the boards. Not out. 3 Grizzlies right there on the half wall. Tigers back at full strength. Up to Truello. Truello gets it. Carries it in. Had it knocked off of his stick. 23 with it now. He's right there. Truello ends up going down. And that horn signals the end of the first period. We are scoreless. Goose eggs on the board for both teams. Nobody able to bury one past the goaltenders. And there actually was not very many shots on net for this period. Defense doing a relatively solid job of keeping pucks from getting all the way to the net. In the meantime, stick with us. Still 2 periods of hockey to be played. We will be back shortly for the start of the second period. All right, both teams step up to take the face-off at the start of the second period. Parker out taking the draw. She ends up winning that one. Chamberlain up to McKenzie. McKenzie spun away and lost a handle on it. Parker now with it, carries it up. Steps in, gets it over to Noon. Noon's got a couple of players on him. Puck's bouncing around. Noon picks it back up. Shot redirected over to the near side boards. 24, long pass. Spinder able to stop that one from getting to its intended recipient. 23 battling against McKenzie down low. He ends up losing his stick. Squirts out into the neutral zone. Carried in by 24. Good stick by Spinder. Chipped up and out, and we get a offsides call by the official. And a face-off in the neutral zone. Face-off by Siebold going against number 11. Up to Truello. Truello walked around number 3. 3 picks it back up, though. Fires it down over to Lobato. Lobato to Lenhart. Lenhart chips it up. Truello not able to handle it. Chipped down low by number 2. Hard hit by number 2 on Truello, and that was a hit with no intent to play the puck. So number 2 going to the box for an interference call. That's going to put the Tigers back on a power play. Wait, what? No, I stand corrected. It looks like Truello went to the box. That was kind of a weird call. All right. That puts Glenwood Springs, the Grizzlies, on a power play against the Tigers. Won by Siebold over to the far side. Schultz apparently didn't want the puck too much. Back up to the point, number 16 with it. Walks over to the far side, shot on Kimball, and an easy save as there was nobody in front of him. I'm not sure, I guess the ref saw something that I didn't see that happened prior to that little hit by number 2 behind the net. Siebold does not win that one. Grizzlies come away with that. Back to the point. Shot towards the net. That pops up to the far side. Schultz trying to get it. He has his pocket picked. Shot just wide of the net. Kimball lost a handle on that one. That one actually looked like it was heading right into the net, and somehow it ends up going wide. Kimball covers that one up, and we get a stoppage of play. 59 seconds left in the Tigers penalty. That one's still curious. Like I said, I can only assume that the official saw something different than I did. But what I saw was number 2 actually interfered with Trillo, and somehow Trillo ended up in the box. So anyway, it is what it is. The official made the call. Tigers bouncing around in their own zone a little bit, and finally chipped up and out, goes off of the hands of number 3. That should have been a hand pass, but it was not. 13 with it now for Glenwood. Carried in. Shot towards the net. Saved by Kimball and covered up. 27 seconds left on the Tigers penalty. Sorry, had to sneeze. Glenwood wins that one. Shot towards the net, ends up going wide. Gibson chips it up. Van Opdorp lost a handle on a shot on. Kimball not able to keep that one in. Kimball not able to keep that one out of the net. Glenwood draws first blood in this game, 1-0. Parker steps up to take the draw against number 24 for the Grizzlies. 24 gets it past Parker and gets it into the zone. Shoots it wide of the net, rims around over to the far side. Chipped up, and puck is bouncing around right in front of Kimball. Tigers not able to get anything on it. 16 shot on, saved by Kimball. Back up to 16, another shot on and a save by Kimball, and he finally covers that one up. Tigers not doing a really good job of controlling this puck. It is just bouncing everywhere right in front. Siebold steps up to take the draw, going against number 24 for the Grizzlies. Siebold wins that one, back to Lobato. Lobato throws it behind the net, picks it up and rims it around over to the far side. Up to Siebold by Trillo. Siebold battling for it. Shot towards the net, blocked, backhanded up and out of the zone. Number 16 with it now for the Grizzlies, carries it over the blue line. .24 now with it. Knocked off his stick by Siebold. Siebold carries it up, had it knocked away from him. Puck is bouncing around again right in front. Schultz right there, not able to do much with it. Shot over to the far side. Number 4 takes a swipe at it and misses. Redirected behind the net, chipped up, not out. Tigers are just playing a little bit of whack-a-mole with the puck right now, not really looking to do much with it. Schultz with it, finally tries to make a pass. That's picked off by 16. Trillo tries to get it out and ends up knocked off his stick. Lenhart backhands it up and out. Lenhart picks it back up, gets it up to Schultz. Schultz carries it in, tries to center that one. Doesn't make it to its intended recipient. Number 25 carries it in. Shot on, saved by Kimball. He gloves that down and covers it up. Not a lot of controlled play by the Tigers is making it really difficult for this team to get anywhere. They're struggling to get it out of the zone. We'll see if they can kind of change it up. Defense laps there as tic-tac-toe passing. Glenwood buries the second one in the back of the net past Kimball. He had no chance on that one. 3-0 is a really hard way to make a save for a goaltender. Dryman steps up to take the draw. Back to the point, Gibson with it. Chips it up the boards. Marvisi battling for it. Dryman there to help out. Down into the Tiger zone. Van Opdorp picks it up. Quick change of direction off the boards. Not out. Van Opdorp skates it up. Decides he's going to do it himself. Bounces it off the boards. Not able to get it past the Grizzly defender. Gibson now with it. Gibson gets it up. And Glenwood gets it right back. Number 23 carries it in. Marvisi does not let him get very far. Carried in by McKenzie. McKenzie gets hounded by 3 of the Grizzly players. They end up taking it, coming back the other way. Shot towards Kimball, redirected behind the net. Parker down to try and get to it, but the Grizzlies come away with it over to the near side boards. 13 now with it. Shot from the half wall. That's partially blocked. Parker lost a handle on it. Centering pass. McKenzie gets it over to Noon. Noon carries it up. Gets it around number 7. And tried to center that one to the slot. Nobody there to pick it up. 25 gets around Chamberlain. Chamberlain takes it behind the net. Parker now with it. 2-on-1, odd man rush. Parker and McKenzie right there. Shot on, saved by the goaltender. Grizzlies pick it back up, carry it out of their own zone through the neutral zone. And another odd man rush, but picked off by Spinder, backhanded up. Noon picks it up off the near side boards, throws it towards the net. No icing there as he had gained the red line. Chipped in by Spinder down to Schultz. Schultz loses a handle on it. Over to the near side boards. Number 24 throws that down deep, rolls around over to the far side. Trillo right there. And he loses it. On second attempt, Trillo picks it back up. Gets it up to Seabolt. Seabolt tries to get it over to Schultz. They do not connect there. Chipped up, and puck is right in front of us. A little bit of 2-on-2 battling right along the boards. Trillo carries it in. Spins off the half wall. Tries to center it. That's picked off by number 23. He's got a head of steam. Carries it in. Shot wide of the net. Rimmed around over to the far near side, over to Schultz. Shot back in. Lobato now with it. Chipped off the boards and glass. Lobato bounces it up, but it doesn't really go anywhere. We got another battle right on the half wall over there. Finally, the Grizzlies come away with that. Shot towards the net, saved by Kimball. Puck is bouncing around right up in front. Grizzlies right there putting pressure on the Tigers again. Seabolt chips it up to Schultz. Schultz gets it out of the zone. And then number 16 for the Grizzlies picks it back up. Carries it in, hit by Seabolt. Another shot towards the net. Saved by Kimball. Chipped up by Chamberlain. Schultz not able to get a handle on that one. Chamberlain back to get it. Bounces it off the backboards past one of the Grizzlies players. Trillo gets it up to Seabolt. Seabolt backhands it in. Not able to control it though as Schultz, number 13, go for it. Bounces off a Seabolt stick out to number 11. Number 11 brings it up through the neutral zone. Carries it in. and goes down. No call there as well. Lobato at that point wasn't even touching him. Marvisi chips it up the boards, not out. Dryman tries to get it up to Sullivan. Gave him what's called a dead man pass. Goes into the Grizzlies zone. Marvisi picks it up in the Tigers zone, loses a handle on it. And we have a call being made. I believe that's on the Grizzlies. Let's see what the call is. Number 13 going to the box for a rough. That's going to put the Tigers on a power play. Parker steps up to take the draw, going against number 24 for the Grizzlies. Tigers not able to haven't had a very good chance on their face-off so far in this game, but Parker does win that one. Noon with it. Tries to get it over to Gibson. Picked off, number 24 with it. Shot, dinged off the post. Grizzlies still controlling it. Shot towards the net, goes off of Kimball, picked up by Gibson. Shot towards the net, Gibson with it. Another shot towards the net, glove down by the goaltender, number 1 for Glenwood. That gives us a stoppage of play with a minute 1 left on the Tigers power play. Seabolt steps up to take the draw, going against number 11 for the Grizzlies. Won by the Tigers, back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain just throws it down deep, rims around all the way over to the far side where Schultz is. Back up to the point. Spinder throws it down low. Seabolt picks it up as he's bumped, though. Centering pass, that's blocked by Truello. Truello not able to handle that. Chipped in by number 11. Spinder back to pick it up. He backhands it up to the far side. Glenwood's the first there. Right on the half wall. Spinder now with it. Spinder carries it into the Tiger zone. Tries to center that. Back up to Seabolt. Shot bounces off of a shin and back out to the neutral zone. Lobato with it. Over to Seabolt on the near side. Back to Truello. Tries to put it through the skates. That goes off of a skate. Picked off by 11. Shot towards Kimball. Tigers have to pick it up. Shot is blocked. Number 24 for the Grizzlies carries it in. Steps around Lobato. Dryman gets it up the far side. Puck is bouncing around, not in the Tigers' favor. That is for sure. Off the near side boards, not out. Another shot towards Kimball, and he gloves that one down, and we get a stoppage of play and a face-off. Just to the left of Kimball. Off the near side boards. Marvisi picks it up. And we got a penalty being called on the Tigers. Lobato, it looks, going to the box. Didn't see what exactly happened. We'll see what the ref calls here in a second. And we got a tripping call at the 2:05 mark of the second period. Current score, 2-0. Tigers on a penalty kill. Grizzlies Number 20, I believe that is, steps up to the faceoff, going against Dryman. Grizzly wins that one. Thrown down the near side board, rims all the way over to the far side, picked off by number 20, back up to the point on the far side. Shot towards the net, ends up going wide on number 13 there. Puck bounced around in front, but Kimball made a pretty solid save down low, able to keep it out of the zone. Number 20 with it. And Grizzlies throw it all the way down into their own zone. They got to go back and reset. Dryman putting some pressure on. Marvisi chips it down low, but is not able to control it. Dean picks that one off. Thrown in, and we get an offsides call as Marvisi was still in the zone. .113 left in the second period, 39 seconds left on the Tigers' penalty kill. Picked off by number 4 down below the goal line. Gibson right there. He comes away with it. Gibson gets it up to Seabolt. Seabolt's not able to cleanly handle it. 3-on-1 as Seabolt takes an elbow right to the chin. Seabolt just went down really hard on that one. Let's see what the officials call. We'll be back to see what the end result of this is. No call on that hit there. All right, 50.7 seconds left in the period, 16 seconds left in the Tigers' penalty. Looks like we have a discussion going on between the Tigers coach and one of the officials. Tigers win that one. Gibson with it. Throws it up to McKenzie. Gets around number 7. Had it knocked off his stick. Tigers still on a penalty kill. 3 seconds left in that. Thrown all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call on Glenwood. The Grizzlies with 1 second left in the Tigers' penalty kill. Parker steps up to take the draw, going against number, can't quite read the number there. It's 2-something, 24. Grizzlies win that one. Back up to the half wall. Shot towards the net. Puck's bouncing around. McKenzie down low, battling for it. Chipped up past Parker. Grizzlies come away with that one. Number 7 carries it in. Spinder gets it up to Noon. Noon with it. Shot towards the net. Saved by the goaltender right at the buzzer. And we get a stoppage of play as the horn sounds. That does it for the second period. We'll be back shortly for the start of the third period. All right, start of the third period. We are ready to go. Dryman steps up to take the faceoff, and no clear winner there. Grizzlies come away with that one, try and get it past Marvisi. Marvisi backhands it up to Sullivan. They do not connect. Grizzlies come away out of their own zone, bring it into the Tiger zone, knocked away by Lobato, but over to the stick of the Grizzlies player. He brings it down below the goal line, fires it over to 13. 13 not able to get it. He is able to keep it in. Tiger's not able to get it out. And that one's chipped up and out by Lobato as it hits the netting. Right down low behind the goaltender. We get a stoppage of play and a face-off to Kimball's right. Dean steps up to take the face-off, going against number 24. Kept in by the Grizzlies. That one was right on the line. That was actually a good non-call by the official there, as the Grizzlies were, in fact, able to keep it in. Thien going against number 24 again. Thien picks it up, and he's bumped into as the puck bounces up to the point. Chipped in deep by number 2. Rims around over to the far side. Gibson with it now. Quick change of direction. Chips it up to Schultz. Not able to get it out. Trillo now with it. Carries it up. And he gets bumped off the puck by number 16. Number 2 back to pick it up. He's hit by Thien. chipped up, and 24 picks it up. 1-on-1, 24 and Gibson. Shot, Gibson with the good stick. Redirects it up into the backdrop netting, and we get a stoppage of play and a face-off to Kimball's left. 12:27 left in this period, and as of right now, left in regulation. Parker steps up to take the draw, going against number 11. Chipped over to the near side half wall. Noon not able to get it out. Parker battling hard. Noon takes another whack at it. Bounces back to Parker, who throws it up to Schultz. Sorry, not Schultz, McKenzie. And then out of the zone, Parker bats it back in with McKenzie still inside. That gives us an offside call and a face-off. Face-off in the neutral zone right in front of the Grizzlies bench. Parker taking the draw. Tigers end up coming away with that one, even though they didn't have a clear win. 19 throws it over to the far side boards. Chamberlain goes back to pick it up, stops behind the net, backhands it up the far side. Grizzlies come away with that one. Parker gets it, carries it up through the neutral zone, tries to get it over to McKenzie. They do not connect on that. Grizzlies come away with it, and Tigers get it back. Shot towards the net, stopped up by number 23, and covered up by the goaltender, number 1. That gets us a stoppage of play and a face-off just to his left. Tigers not able to get much going in this game. Dryman, Marvisi, and Sullivan out, and Glenwood wins that one. Rimmed around over to the far side. Dryman tried to get it out, was not able to do so. Not able to do so on a second attempt either. Dryman knocked down. And some of the parents did not like that call. Glenwood going to the box. And we're probably going to have a cross-checking call made by the official, and that's going to put the Tigers on a power play. Dean taking the draw, going against number 11. Tigers win that one, but only temporarily as number 20 carries it out of the Grizzlies zone. 20 down below the goal line, brings it up the near side half wall. Gibson now with it. Chips it up to Truello. Truello backhands it out of the zone. Grizzlies with somehow controlling it on this shorthanded opportunity. Number 11 with it, centered it towards the net, picked off by Van Opdorp. Van Opdorp carries it up. Gets it up to Thien. Thien carries it over the blue line, but we got an offsides call, as he was not the first over the blue line. Won by the Tigers, but only temporarily. Grizzlies come away with it, thrown towards the net. Kimball having to cover that one up. And we get another stoppage of play and a face-off just to his left. Grizzlies win that face-off. Number 16 with it, throws it towards the net. Rimmed up the far side boards. Shot towards the net. Redirected wide. Parker picks it up down below the goal line. Thrown off the boards. Not out. Noon now with it. Tries to get it up to McKenzie. They do not connect on that. McKenzie does chase it down. Grizzlies get the puck back in their own zone. Chipped up, not out. Second attempt out. Noon now with it. Gets it over to McKenzie. Throws it off the far side boards. Noon trying to get it back. Battling for it. He gets hit by two separate Grizzly players. Over to the far side, or near side, number 14 now with it. Carries it in, has his pocket picked up by Lobato. Grizzlies now controlling it through the neutral zone. Tigers get it back, bounce it off the half wall, not out. Chip down deep, number 14 picks it up below the goal line, up to the point to 2. Shot. And right up in front, thrown out by Dryman. Number 2 having to go back to pick it up in the Grizzlies zone off the far side wall. And we have too many men on the ice for the Grizzlies. That's going to put the Tigers back on a power play. Eight minutes, 13 seconds left on the third period. Dryman steps up to take the faceoff. Out with Sullivan and Marvisi. Back to the point to Lobato. He's not able to handle that one. It goes all the way back down into the Tigers zone. Rimmed around over to the far side. Grizzlies bring it back into the Tiger zone. Shot blocked by Lenhart. Dryman now with it. Thrown up the far side boards. Sullivan with it. Thrown out of the zone by Dryman. Picked off by number 23. Chipped up and out. Van Opdorp with it now. Lost a handle on it. Chipped it in. Somehow he got a stick on it. 11 carries it in. Chipped up to the half wall. Shot on, saved by Kimball. Knocked off of 11 sick by Gibson, but 11 gets it back, still controlling it. Gibson now with it. Chipped up to Trillo. Another dead man pass there as Trillo started to head the other direction. Siebold with it. Sends it right up the slot. Grizzlies managed to keep it in. Rims all the way around over to the near side. Gibson there, not able to do much with it. Chipped in, and we get an offsides call on the Grizzlies at the 6:37 mark of the third period. Both teams at full strength now. Parker steps up to take the draw, out with Noon and McKenzie. Noon with it now. Gets it up to McKenzie. He's not able to handle that. 16 bodies him away from the puck and comes away with it. Chipped up. Chamberlain keeps it in. Chipped down deep. 16 having to get to it. Back over to the far side. Noon right there battling for it. Leaves it for 24. Chamberlain had it, knocked it away from him. Grizzlies again, second attempt through the neutral zone. Number 2 carries in, runs over number 46, Spinder. Just completely ran him over. Chip down deep. 24 picks it up down low below the goal line. Centering pass. McKenzie now picks it up. Gets it up to Noon. Noon with it. Tries to backhand it in. Chamberlain with it now. Centering pass. Noon with it. Another shot. Goes off of the goaltender. Noon picks it back up. And thrown all the way down by the Grizzlies, so we get an icing call and a face-off just to the goaltender's left. We are at the 5:16 mark of the third period. Dryman steps up to take the face-off, going against number 11 for the Grizzlies, and Grizzlies come away with that, only temporarily. Dryman throws it down low. 23 picks that one off. Comes up the same side. Throws it all the way down, and we're going to have another icing call on the Grizzlies as it crosses over the Tigers' goal line. Face-off just to the left of the Grizzlies' goaltender. We're going to redo that face-off. Dryman again taking the draw. Going up against number 11 again. Grizzlies come away with that one. Back all the way out into the neutral zone. Lobato with it. Tries to get it to Lenhart. Lenhart battling number 20 for it. 20 comes away with it. Lenhart pins him up. Dryman comes off of below the goal line. Dryman now hounded. Tries to get it up to Sullivan. They do not connect. And then thrown in by Dryman as Sullivan was still in the zone. Dean taking the draw, going against number 24. Glenwood comes off away from that face-off with it. Around Van Opdorp. Shot towards the net, saved by Kimball. Chipped down by the Tigers into the Grizzlies zone. Grizzlies pick it up down below their own goal line, rimmed around over to the far side, or near side, and thrown all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call on the Grizzlies. As no one touched that, and it was thrown all the way down. We're going to have a face-off just to the left of the goaltender for the Grizzlies. Parker steps up to take the draw, going against number 24 for the Grizzlies. One by the Grizzlies, but stolen by Noon. Noon over to McKenzie. McKenzie's got a couple players on him. Shot towards the net by Noon, goes up over the goaltender. Parker putting some pressure on. Now Noon. Number 16 with it, gets it up the near side boards. Van Opdorp steals that one. Tries to get it up to Noon. Off the boards. Goes past Van Opdorp. 24 carries it in. Steps to the center. Shot right down the slot, but blocked up front. 24 with another shot and a goal as he buries that one on the second attempt. Past Kimball. Dryman steps up to take the face-off. Tigers win that one. But the Grizzlies get a jump through the neutral zone and end up coming away with it. Sullivan with it now. He tries to get it over to Marvisi. They don't connect. Spinder chips it down deep. Number 7 to pick it up for the Grizzlies. Rims it around over to the far side. Dryman got a stick on it, but wasn't able to do much with it. Kept in by Chamberlain down low. Marvisi with it. Marvisi centers that one to the slot to Sullivan. He's not able to handle that. Back up to the point. Spinder not able to keep it in. Number 2 with a head of steam comes flying in. Shot saved by Kimball. And goal. It looks like the official lost sight of the puck, so blew the whistle even though it was behind the net. 2:33 left in the third period. Tigers, again, not able to get much going in this game at all. Grizzlies control that faceoff. Shot towards the net. Trillo now with it. Gets it up to Schultz. To Trillo. Trillo controlling it. And he was pushed off the puck. Grizzlies come away with it. Carried down by 23. Shot saved by Kimball. He covers that one up as a couple of the Grizzlies players are bearing down on him. So we get a stoppage of play at the 2:02 mark of the third period. Siebel out to take the draw against number 11. Kept in by the Grizzlies. On a second attempt, and we have a penalty being called. I know Trillo hit one of the Grizzlies players, and I think he might have retaliated. Number 11 is being escorted off the ice. I don't know what that. I don't know what the call was. Let's see if we get an indication on what the call is. We got the Grizzlies coach talking to the officials right now. Well, they just put a 5-minute major up on the board against number 11. That means the Tigers will be on a power play for the remaining minute 49 of this third period. Tigers have pulled their goaltender, but they can score as many goals as they want with a 5-minute major. I can tell the Grizzly parents are not happy about that. That is a 5 in a game. Well, it depends on what the call is. If they actually made a call for like a spearing or something, it has to come with a 5 in a game. So I'm not sure what the actual call was. Van Opdorp with it, throws it towards the net, blocked up front. Swept aside, Parker with it, back to the point. Gibson with it, throws it towards the net. We get another cross-checking penalty on the Grizzlies. Yep, that's what the official's calling. That's going to put the Tigers 5-on-3. But with the pulled goaltender, it's going to be 6-on-3. As number 23 goes to the box with a minute 11 left in the third period. We get a timeout called, I believe, by the Tigers. We'll be back shortly with more audio play-by-play. All right, we are ready to go. Parker steps up to take the faceoff, going against 24. Grizzlies win that one. Back up to the point, goes off of Lenhart all the way down. No icing should be called there. No icing is called. Chamberlain with it now. Rims it around over to the far side. Lenhart picks it off. Grizzlies being really aggressive. And back down into the Grizzly zone. McKenzie gets it to Noon. Noon gets it over to Trillo. He's not able to handle that one. Grizzlies get it back. Off Lenhart as they're trying for the empty netter. Lenhart carries it in. Trillo trying to get that one centered. Seabolt's shot goes up over the goaltender into the near side corner. Dryman battling for it. 15 seconds left in this game. Clearing attempt hits Gibson. Gibson gets it over to Lobato. Lobato shoots it towards the net. That's blocked up front. Lobato picks it back up. Over to Gibson. Gibson had it knocked away from him as the Grizzlies take this game. That does it for this game. Tigers not able to put anything on the board. Grizzlies win 3-0. We will be back tomorrow for the second of 3 games of the weekend. I believe tomorrow's game is at 2 o'clock from the YMCA in Lafayette. So in the meantime, everybody have a great Friday. Game's over, so if you need to go back to work, earn money to pay for your kids' hockey, be sure and do so. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow.